And we're live. Welcome along. It is now round 2 of season 3 of Formula Aero. My microphone is deciding to work at only half volume right now, according to OBS. So let's see if we can quickly fix that. But it is round 2 of season 3 here, and Brazil, Quiet Boy, a track you didn't quite see all your success at when you raced here as a driver yourself.
No, Leo. I mean, obviously, in FA season 1 in qualifying, of course, I got pole, but when the rain came down, it definitely wasn't the conditions for me. And then I mucked up my strategy. So now I've definitely had worse times here, but I'm sure these drivers, they'll be hoping there will not be any rain. Well, I definitely don't want to hope there's no rain on Wednesday, but yeah, I think today, well, obviously, we are missing a few drivers again, but like we've got the likes of Jitter Art at the end of the day, turning my use back. Which, to be fair, I don't know if everyone will be happy with, but I mean, it's good to see someone back, and then we got the usual ones as well. But I think it'll be good today. I think it'll definitely be a closer race than it was in Spain, I would say.
Yeah, Spain obviously had that wet start, caused a lot of issues. I can tell you this for today, it will be dry all the way from start to finish, and we're on board with Gitarachi for the first lap around Interlagos down the main straight, and he's going to be hard on the brakes into turn 1 as late as you dare. Try and hook it up to that inside, that's quite deep from the McLaren drive, but through turn 2, get the car straightened up and use that inside curb. Use too much, it'll spin you. You don't really want to be on that exit curve, Archie. Now, hard on the brakes, just after the 100-metre board, into turn 4, flick the car left and straighten up and use all the power down this straight up towards the long right-hander. It can be taken flat. How many people are actually going to be taking it flat? That is a lot of understeer on the McLaren. Down to third gear as you flick it through this tight little section. It's twisty, it's awkward, but you've got to get the power down on each of these exits to try and maximise your lap time. Fling it through this left-hander, second or third, good enough here. And then down the hill, cascading towards Juncal, the final corner, the final actual corner of the track, and that's a big snap on the inside curb. It's a bit of grass on the exit, and this has been a scruffy lap from Gitarachi.
Yeah, he'll definitely be hoping for an improvement. And of course, actually, he will remember this track quite well because he got his first podium here in FA all them seasons ago. So he'll probably be hoping he can do better than that. I mean, well, I'd say he had a scruffy lap, but I mean, Vinny's not gone that much further ahead of him. So, I mean, definitely a lot of improvement for these guys.
Yeah, unsurprisingly, Vinny and Tyler both going ahead of Gitarachi. The lap time really wasn't there for the McLaren man. Billy Wiz has come to the line now. A driver you expect to be pretty strong, but he's behind Real Gomez. Both Ferraris behind Real Gomez as it stands, as Hotshot Hippo is going to come to the line and goes fastest.
Wow. Well,
scenes in Brazil.
Yeah, that definitely was not expected. That's for sure. You know, we're pretty much used to seeing actually Tyler and Vinny probably being at the front, but seeing Hotshot Hippo's definitely a bit of a surprise.
And seeing Sir Nathan Yu, I mean, he didn't see the race here when we last raced here in Formula Aero. He was sitting out a race because of a race ban he got for a very intentional crash he did in Canada in season 1. He's back, and weirdly enough, he's behind Jack NUFC, a driver you expect to maybe be a bit faster than our resident bottom bitch of the field.
Yeah, definitely. I was not expecting that. Bosley's actually goes fastest in the middle sector, which is very interesting.
Is it actually fastest, though, is the question, quietly. It's certainly a better time than those 9.7s we've seen through the middle. So a very good pace indeed from Fozzie's, and it's P3.
Well, there you go. So the times weren't really lying. He was that fast. I mean, I still can't believe I'm saying Hotshot Hippo is actually fast at the moment and Fozzie's is P3, considering last race. I was definitely not expecting that. But it's good, though, to see, if you ask me. See a bit of competition.
Yeah, I mean, Fozzie's, we saw last week, was very far down the order for a lot of that race. And, you know, he did have a little incident that also screwed him over later on in the race where he was spun by a driver I don't believe is racing today. Oh no, where he spun a driver that isn't racing today. It is racing today, sorry, it was
UOP. He's
spun.
actually. Is he on the lap? Yeah, he is on the lap.
Just
He's
spun.
starting his purple
Andy,
first sector.
yeah, and Andy's in the middle sector right now. Very good talent, Andy, at times. You know, he's shown potential in his driving. And you know what? He is on for going fastest right now, Quiet Boy. A 52.4, end of the middle sector. How much downforce does he have on that car? How much battery does he have to go to the line? It's not much. But is it enough for provisional pole for Andy? It is. It's a 108.7 for Andy. Can UU1P respond? He was down in Sector 1.
Yeah, middle sector. Well, according to the game, it says purple,
He's
but
not. He's not. He was a 10th down in Sector 1, 10th down in Sector 2. Has he kept the battery better, though? That is the question. He seems to have a lot more battery than Andy did as he flies now towards the line. This could be pole for UU1P, and it is by 16 thousandths of a second over Andy. What a lap for him at the start of this session.
And obviously in P13, a guy on a lap who literally joined the league, Panther, about not even an hour or two ago. So he's actually just come in. He said, apparently his friend said he's practicing, so I'll be interested to see what he does. How much does he actually practice for this? See where his pace is at. Obviously, just so we don't actually know what his pace is like, but we'll see.
Yeah, unfortunately, the first sector very unrepresentative. The middle looking quite representative, actually, considering his first sector efforts. So, I mean, if he probably made a bit of a late braking manoeuvre, as I think Jack NUFC is spun at turn 1. He is. He was parked on the exit of turn 1. Panther's going to come to the line. A 1:10.1 is not bad, considering he was 1.4 seconds-ish off the pace in Sector 1.
Yeah, that's very true. Well, I think definitely it's a very mixed grid so far. I mean, obviously, the two from last week who are at the front are currently 6th and 4th. So, well, even seeing Hotshot Hippo on third still amazes me. I don't know how he's done that, but fair play to him.
Yeah, UU1P found some improvement as Real Gomez backing out very immediately after that moment. Just a little bit wide on the exit of that right-hander coming down the hill, and then ends up on the grass as Gidarachi finds a lot of time. This track is evolving.
Yeah.
And very quickly so. What's Nathan got now in the first sector? He's not even on a lap. He's very much backed off. So, probably a poor turn 1 for him. Panther's not on a lap right now. Jack, maybe about to start a lap. If he's got the fuel in the car, which he does. So, he'll be one of the next guys to do a lap. We've also got XD Tyler starting a lap. He's in Sector 1 right now. We're going to follow along with Jack, though. I'm interested to see if he can pull some pace up, because we've seen at times, right? We saw Singapore at one point last season. He was running up there with Is That Me? Where is Is That Me right now? P8.
Well, actually, Tyler won't be happy. He's just in bality on his lap. That's his lap gone.
And Jack has found some pace in Sector 1. Not much. Only a couple hundredths, but...
Fozzie's gone 2 temps up, actually, in his first sector. So that's very interesting, actually. I'll be interested to see what he can do.
Yeah, track evolution is king.
Yeah.
At any track, and I think this one especially, middle runs are where you find a lot of your time, and then there's a little bit more you can find in the final run. Confidence is also key. You know, figuring out where the hell you're braking into Young Cow. As Jack seems to get that just a little bit wrong there. Not much, but every little bit of mistake you make on a lap just hurts you more and more. And Jack is going to come to the line. Is it going to even be an improvement for the Ferrari driver? It is, but not even enough to gain him a position. Is That Me? Next driver across the line. He comes up. It's P6 for him. Fozzie's P2. One of the Ferraris of Billy Wiz is crossing the line. He invalidated on his effort. Nathan Yu was a 10th down in Sector 1. We've got a Red Bull coming to the line now to start a lap. That is U1P. I think Andy might be about to start a lap, or is that Vinny finishing here? Vinny again backed off on a lap. So poor from him. Nathan has found time in Sector 2. And if he can find a bit more in Sector 3, he'll do well. Hotshot Hippo P2 on an 8.5. Nathan can't even go P10.
Yeah, like it's turned into like a very different game now. I mean, like obviously XR invalidated his lap. I think he invalidated again. Yeah, he did. I
He
don't
was
think.
down already in Sector 1 as well for
Yeah,
XD
he
Tyler.
did. Vinny,
So,
you said backed off on a lap.
yeah, he backed off, went again, and he was a couple tenths down in Sector 1 still. I think those tyres not really playing to his favour right now. UU1P is up just a little bit in that middle sector, and it looked like a very good run to a young cow. Got a little bit of a toe on the back of the Ferrari, and now he's going to start driving to the line.
Nope.
Billy Whiz goes P6 after his lap. That was a great effort
You
from
want
him, and he's
P
lost
cannon
time.
through.
And time loss in the final sector. What's Andy got
Might
in his
improved.
pocket?
No.
He's improved
Well,
in the middle sector compared to his first, but he's still not up on the time he needs to beat to improve his position. Interestingly, Andy's not using overtake yet, so maybe towards the line he'll find a bit more time. We will have to see. He crosses the line and he does find
10
just a
milliseconds.
hundredth. Just a hundredth, but every little bit could just secure him a position. Is that me?
Nathan is
Slow. Nathan is trying to go where Kimi
lost
Raikkonen
way.
went. Nathan maybe just trying to find the Kimi Raikkonen. Is he trying to take himself out?
I think he is. I don't think that's a. No, he's back on track now. I don't know what he's doing.
You remember how Panther looked a little bit poor on his first lap, quiet boy?
9/10.
9/10 in Sector 1. Has he got more to find as he comes through the middle sector? Kept it about equal. But still, this will be jumping him right up the order, probably to about P10. Unless there's more in this final sector just on battery usage.
Yeah.
Look at the traffic in that final sector. I think that's Jack maybe out of fuel or Billy, and that's P10. Good improvement for him, you know. First lap maybe a bit scruffy, but there's always time to find, as XD Tyler is the first one out for a final run, I believe, in this qualifying session on the soft. And I don't know if you can see quite. I can't quite see on my heads-up display. It might just, he doesn't quite have enough lap fuel to do a push-crawl-push. So this might just be his final effort in qualifying. So what can he do now? Because you know he's second off pole.
Yeah, and to be fair, he's in the pits.
Has he put a scrub tyre on by accident?
I think he might have. I have done that before myself, but he might have done that actually. He could have done, unless he just generally thinks that's it, but I don't know.
And very interesting, we have a track currently with only one driver on it, as Giderachi is exiting the pits now.
I'm interested.
Officially the first one.
I'm interested to see how much he can actually improve by, because I mean that lap he set was ridiculous actually, considering how scruffy his first lap was. But
yeah, Jack has told us to not count him out yet. Jack, you're P10 and 3 tenths down on the next worst driver. I think you're kind of out for the count at this point. But if you can drop yourself into a low 9, you might just beat Nathan Yu and Ril Gomez, because Nathan Yu seems to have lost any semblance of the pace he had in FA Season 1.
Yeah, I mean, I remember Nathan's pace quite well when he set, it was in Mexico. He set a pole time, I remember. I think it's a 1:9. But
Gonzi boy got in the session. Where's this guy come from? He's a tier 1 driver.
Who invited him in?
Who's in the pits? Billy Wiz, XD Tyler? Jack? I don't know who's invited Johnsy Boy, but he's in the session. He better not join the grid. That's for sure. But start the final runs. Here comes Giderachi, the guy who did the first lap for us, the guy who's starting the final runs for us, and through turn 1. It looked pretty neat and tidy. A little bit of rotation over that inside curve. Maybe not quite ideal for his ultimate pace, but down towards Skidoo del Lago. Is he finding time in Sector 1? He has. He's just under a 10th up at this point. And he keeps it valid. He used a lot of the track there, though.
There? Oh.
So he's got a Ferrari out in front of him. That's Jack Newcastle, who I'm sure, an experienced veteran. Oh, big slide for Archie. Going through the long right. I'm surprised he hung on to that. But now he's going to climb the hill now. And through the long right-hander here. Very tricky to get right. Uses a lot of that inside curve, and the car Looks very loose on that rear end. Is that going to extract the best lap time for this guy, though? It's the
Nope.
middle sector. He's a tenth and a half up on
Yeah,
the
he's
time
flat.
he already has for provisional pole. Is this going to be a sweep in Brazil for Ghilaracci? That is the big question that we all have. Ghilaracci comes to the line. He had battery all the way. It's a .2 for Ghilaracci. Can Is That Me respond? He can't. He can't even find an improvement. Time to do a cooldown lap and go again. It's critical. If you can get a cooldown lap, that you do it. UU1P was
U1P.
not improving, and doesn't
No.
have the fuel or battery to go again. That's his qualifying session over. We're going to go along with the guy that talked all the talk. He's going for another warm-up lap. Maybe just made a little bit of a mistake. Vinny's warming up again. And can Will Gomez do anything, or is he saving to maybe just do one last blast at this track? Whereas Andy, I think, just behind Will Gomez, who is a 10th up right now in Sector 1. The Aston Martin driver, so this will be putting Jack NUFC under heaps of pressure now. Sir Nathan Yu up to P8, a 108.8, finding a little bit of improvement in that Haas car. But what can Will Gomez do in the Aston Martin, a driver we've not seen on that ultimate pace throughout really any race that he has been in? But time to be found always, and down the hill he cascades. The end of the middle sector, he is half a second up on his time. Still not quite enough, though, to get ahead of Panther in the V-Carb. Everyone now is starting their final efforts if they have the fuel. UU1P and Ghilaracci sessions are over, so any times that improve can beat them. Real Gomez improves his time, does not improve his position. That is time over for him. Andy just has one more go at it. It's his final opportunity to maybe do anything. Billy Whiz is going again. He only has this go for it. Does XD Tyler have the fuel? Does he have the tyres still on that car to be able to go again? Fozzie's is on a lap. It's invalid. Hotshot, a 10th up. And his teammate is close. And also, he's low on battery, though. I don't think he'll beat his teammate. But it's been a good effort from him this qualifying session. He finds another 10th of a second.
He's invalidated, I think. Yeah, he's invalidated.
XD Tyler invalid. Panther goes up to P10.
Pansy invalid.
Is That Me hasn't found any time on this lap, but he's going to try and keep it as tight as he can to maybe do something. He can't even stay in the 10s. Billy Whiz is improving. Andy is invalid. Fozzie's was invalid. He crossed the line. Can't improve. Where are we? Who are we with? Jack gets into a low 9, but that's just nothing for position anymore. Nathan Yu is done, so it's between Billy Whiz and XD Tyler, the only two now that can prevent a pole position for Ghilaracci, and Billy Whiz isn't even up on the time he needs to beat, and he's low on the battery too. So is Billy even going to find another position over Andy, who's done incredibly in this qualifying session, to be where he is? Billy Whiz into the pit lane. That's his session over. XD Tyler's half a second up. He could snatch this. He just needs a small amount of pace in the final sector to beat Ghilaracci. Ghilaracci on his day doing very well. But what can XD Tyler do? He crossed the line. He can't improve. It's only an 8-3. He's P2 on the grid. Hotshot Hippo doesn't find any more time on his final run. And that is qualifying over. What a session from all these guys. P1 for Ghilaracci, flanked by XD Tyler. Hotshot Hippo, his Jilla's teammate, is in P3. Fozzie's in 4th. UU1P pulls up in 5th. Andy and Billy Whiz lock out 6th and 7th. 8th for Nathan Yu. 9th for Is That Me. And 10th for Panther. Vinny, one of the big contenders last race, couldn't do anything. P11 only for the Williams driver. WTech7 Vinny is asking, are we on equal cars? I think so. We've got an Aston Martin up there. You know, we've got Fozzie's up there in a Merc. We've got Andy up there, who I don't think would be doing that in a realistic Alpine. Nathan in a realistic Hash, surely not sticking an 8-8 in. Nathan actually just cruising to the line right now. Thanks for ending this session off beautifully. We'll be back very shortly for what will be the race. And we are back to live. It's the formation lap time. And even in Hyper's absence, we will be going for this next segment. Welcome along to Tire Time.
Yeah, well, as you can see.
Sorry, Quiet Boy wasn't briefed on the fact there's a 15-second jingle for Tire Time. But welcome along, we are in Brazil for the race, and it's mostly mediums on this grid. 5 people electing for the hard. XT Tyler and P2 going long. Billy Wiz going long. Vinny, Real Gomez, and MH all going long in this race on that hard compound tyre. The rest all starting on medium, and Quiet Boy, you were driving before. 1 or 2 stops for these guys.
Well, definitely the preferred strategy, I think, is the one-stop. Like, of course, if you're starting on the hard, you technically could make a 2-stop work, but, like, I remember when I was doing the 2-stop on the medium, it didn't really work. It didn't benefit me, so, yeah, the one-stop's definitely possible, but taking the mediums for 16 or 17 laps, that's a lot, and I don't know if all these drivers can do that. Maybe some will just go for the 2, because they think they can't do a 1, but it'll be hard to do a 1-stop if you're on a medium. Hard's more easier, I'd say.
I didn't realise it was the formation laughing kamikaze, Tyler.
Oh my god.
Alright, but yeah, one stop is doable here. It's not the easiest thing in the world, but if you start on that hard, it makes it a whole lot easier as well. You can really just extend that hard compound tyre, make the medium last, and with... Actually, you know what Nathan's just done?
What?
Nathan's just probably given the McLaren 1-2 out of turn 1.
Oh yeah, because he couldn't.
Cold hard tyres. For XD Tyler, Real Gomez couldn't park in his grid slot. Is UU1P going to succeed? Or what Real Gomez couldn't, he has. So, everyone is lined up on the grid. Everyone is getting ready to go. The lights will very shortly be coming on ahead of the drivers. Why is there such a long wait for this reset? It's 3, 4, 5 red lights. And it's going to be the revs rising, feet flat to the floor, it's lights out, and away we go. What is going to happen to XD Tyler, who's already dropped to P3 into turn 1? Is he going to get mugged even harder? Turn 1, Fozzie's round the outside of Hotshot Hippo. Fozzie's going for it already in turn 1, and Panther is round in 13th. Maybe Andy involved in an instant there. Down towards Desquito Delago. There's a front wing off for an Aston Martin in the back. Gerard leads from Fozzie's, from UU1P, who's forced Hotshot Hippo off the track. They're going to go wheel to wheel. There's a little bit of wheel dragging them round. Out of Desquito Delago. They have a big old spin, and that is some lap 1 carnage for you here in Formularo. Is that me? It's up to P4. Billy is up to P5. What's Jack MUFC? He's trying to take a look up the inside of WTEC7 Vinny. And the opening lap in absolute scenes for everyone. XD Tyler's tires still not up to temperatures. Nathan Yu retires from the session on the track and in the full safety car.
Oh. Well, that was a chaotic first lap, Leo, I must say.
Well, it was a great start for both McLarens initially. A brilliant getaway, 1-2 into turn 1. But Fozzie's found the grip just to get off the line even better, was challenging Hotshot Hippo through 1, 2, and 3, made that move stick. And
Fozzie's. I thought Fozzie was going to come in there. He typed across the pit lane, then came back out. I don't know if he thought he wanted Pipper hot. Oh.
Jack UFC wants to come in.
Nathan's left.
MH has got a penalty. Nathan DNF caused this safety car. UU1P into the pit lane. MH will also probably follow here. No, he's actually staying out. So I don't know what's happened to MH on this first lap to be so far back. But a lot of front wings being changed. Nathan's PC apparently crashed.
Yeah, and Hotshot Hippo should have pitted because he's missing half the down plate, but he decided to stay out, so I don't actually know why he stayed out. He probably should have pitted. Well, I'll tell you something though, UU1P will definitely not be happy with that because, yeah, Hotshot Hippo was going for a gap that didn't exist, and, well, them two collided the last time in Spain, so that's not good racing, to be honest. Hotshot Hippo.
Yeah, Hotshot Hippo, always an interesting one. Jack NFC Masterclass says someone in the chat, Lucas Spurs. Thank you, Lucas. Let me reorient everything. But yeah, I think it was a great start for Jitter, Fozzies, and Is That Me? Let me pull up my screenshot of
MH
the
is
grid
just
real quick.
spinning everywhere.
So I'm pulling up my screenshot of the grid real quick. Is That Me started 9th and is up to 3rd
Yeah, that's such a
already.
good start for him. He's had a really good start. Fair
Yeah.
play to him.
Yeah, we'll take a look at the position change. Is That Me? Our biggest winner, up 5 places. UU1P, our biggest loser, down 7 on the opening lap. Jitarachi has maintained his lead. Everyone else has swapped positions one way or another so far in this race. But has
I
MH
don't
gone
think.
through? Is MH alright? He
Yeah,
seems
I
to
don't
be.
think his car is like fully functional. Every time he turns a corner, he's just spinning. I don't know if that's like that's him or something wrong with his actual car. Vinny's pitted. That's very surprising. Is he just? Wait, he pitted for soft. He was on the soft. Now he's back in the medium.
Not a terrible idea. Let's ride on board. Oh, that is a setup issue if I've ever seen one for MH.
Yeah, I
Something
don't
very
think.
wrong with that Red Bull because that car was going around. Yeah, it's going around very weirdly for MH.
Yeah,
And in awkward positions.
I thought it was weird for Vinny. Like he has stopped 2 times. I don't know whether he didn't mean to put it on the softs because he has literally stopped 2 times. I think he started on the hards. He did start on the hards. Pitted for soft, and now he pitted for medium.
Apparently, the damage setting has been fucked because MH. There is a reason he's spinning. It's not setup related.
What is it?
Apparently, other body damage to the car is enabled. And he
That's
has
why it's
dark
hard. Like
red rear wing damage
that's why he's
on that
spinning like
Renault.
that.
I think at this rate, it's MH needs just to retire from this race because that car is undrivable. I don't quite understand why the damage setting is so high. Maybe that explains how Hotshot got wing damage there and why so much wing damage was obtained on lap 1. I just clicked my normal preset. I don't know what the hell is broken on it to cause
Yeah, that's
damage.
very serious.
But that is F125 for you, fellas. F125, the buggiest game created by EA.
Yeah, he really is going to have to retire because at this rate, there's going to be multiple safety cars plus like this spin.
Yeah, safety cars on safety cars just for MH. Max is laughing at him in the Discord for how much he's spinning. I'm gonna click away from him. I feel bad for the guy. I think he's just kind of done for the race at this point. No, he can't keep it flat through turn 5 under safety car conditions. You know, that's really when you think about early in a race, even in the inters to an extent, you can get flat out in that corner. But to be on hard, MH retires from the session. I'm sure he just put himself in a wall. I don't blame you, MH. You got a little bit screwed over there. But obviously, next week always can happen. So we'll have to see that. Safety car should be in there this length, if I'm thinking correctly. Why is my microphone volume changing like 24/7?
Well, very late, Paul. Well, not late, but kind of late actually. Archie probably does not want that to happen that early.
Yeah, safety car in this lap, lap 4. Everything will go green soon. I think everyone needs to be a bit careful on this restart. Is that Jack with no front wing? Please tell me that's not Jack with no front wing.
I think
he has. I think he has a wing. No, he's just missing an end plate. Classic. But here goes Jitarachi.
There we go.
Away on the restart, and it's not been a great one, to be fair.
No.
Might just keep him in contention into turn 1. On board with Fozzies as we head down the main straight. No attack from him into turn 1. Is XD Tyler going to be able to look anywhere in the background? Billy Wiz tries it up the inside. There's contact. He's spun a little bit. Lost a position to Hotshot Hippo. Unfortunate restart for Billy Wiz, but everyone seems to get away cleanly. UU1P will be taking a look at Real Gomez in towards Desquido Lago. Down the inside he has to go, and the Panther is there to also take some of this brunt. And Panther, a double overtake for UU1P on lap 5 of this Grand Prix. As we fly up the hill now and into this tight, technical, undulating middle sector, Fozzies hasn't really lost any time to Jitarachi and has really putting
See,
the pressure on.
yeah. Well, but definitely a bit of a cleaner restart for sure. Anyway, at least I mean, Archie will be thinking about pulling away at this point, getting that gap extended a bit, which he's kind of doing at the moment. But Fozzie's is keeping up with him. Like, fair play to Fozzie's, like he is doing really well. And
Yeah,
so is me.
Fozzies and Archie have really drained the battery this lap. Is that me as well? Everyone has just drained their batteries on this restart. And there goes Andy, who kept his battery in just a little bit better condition into turn 1. Takes the place UU1P. A little bit of contact on the rear end of Billy Whiz. Compromises his run. And might have compromised Panther as well, who's got Real Gomez now on the back of him. Maybe looking for a little move. Real Gomez won't be doing anything. UU1P took a small peek to the inside of Billy Whiz. Couldn't make anything happen, but there's still chances up the hill. If you have a little bit more straight line speed to do what you need. UU1P couldn't stay close enough. Real Gomez is staying very close to Panther though, and this could be a move for Real Gomez. Trying to take a look up the inside, there's a little bit of contact. Nothing major, and can Real Gomez do anything? Missing an end plate. Isn't quite able to get the front grip in these corners just about yet, and won't be able to make a move on Panther. But some great bit of battling in this middle sector. Even WTech7 Vinny taking a look at the back of Real Gomez to try and get something to happen. And Archie has darted up in front.
And is that me? It's actually quite very much close actually to Fozzie, so he might take a look at him. But Archie's flying. Like I think he probably should be, to be fair. I know he's quick around the track. So it's Fozzie. Not a good exit there. He hit the curb too much there. Is that me? Might go for a move here. Well, he'll have the better exit. Fozzie looks like he's drained his battery as well, but so does that me. The ball drained their battery.
Yeah, is that me just saving a little on that straight nose? He can't do too much to be vulnerable. Billy Whiz up the inside of Andy. Gets a pretty beautiful move done. Really used that inside curb. I have to say, a very impressive drive in there from Billy Whiz to keep that car stable, but Andy still trying to put pressure on. Look at how close he got, and look at how the dirty air affected him. Threw it along right there, really struggled to do anything on turning, and that is how bad the dirty air can be. And at a track like this, you can only tell why Jitter Archie is able to get away out in front.
Panther on a battle for Real Gomez.
Just about alongside. Is he going to try and dive into Young Cow? Not quite. Just going to stick back. But this should be a pretty easy move for him. Does UU1P have anything on Andy further forward? Panther is going to get Real Gomez nearly before the DRS line. Somehow into turn 1. Andy up the inside of Billy Whiz. Panther is UU1P is going to try and follow, and it's a bit of a rear lockup, but Billy Whiz goes deep and loses more places. Vinny gets through as well. A mistake from Billy, and now UU1P is going to make the position up to 6th. Is Vinny going to try something on the inside? He's going to try and maybe take a look. Andy looking for the switchback in the Alpine. Can he do anything up the hill? The battery switched off for both these guys, and Andy rightfully backing off, and a lot better turn in this lap than he had the last time he tried to do something. Can Vinny dive up the inside? A great overhead view. We have here a little bit of contact. And Binny just unable to make it work. That contact just bounced his car a little bit.
Making use of it.
Billy trying to use the ghosting, and still use the ghosting. He's inside of Vinny, but Billy a little bit wide onto that curb. Ruins his challenge, as Is That Me has lost DRS now to Fozzie.
Actually, Tyler might get him here. Well, you think he would get him? He's 2 times he should get him. But I think Is That Me might try and defend this, at least trying. But I don't. That's it.
That's move easily done for XD Tyler. Is That Me just with nothing to respond? He's used all his battery, and there's a 3-second penalty for him as well. Fozzie's is very close down towards the Skidoo del Lago. Is he going to go for a move? Are we going to see Fozzie's try and take the lead? He takes a look up the inside, decides better of it, I think quite rightly from him, as Vinny gets past Andy.
Is That Me? Is alongside XD Tyler. He's fighting back. He's got past him. He's done it. Got back past him. P3 is his again.
Yeah, XD Tyler's still looking a little bit desperate to try and make this move stick. Just can't find anywhere on this track. MH says he was trying to escape damage, and a wild Real Gomez comes flying into him. That's sometimes just how it goes. in this tier, unfortunately. Lucas Spurs asking, what do we do in the event of a Hotshot Hippo win? We nuke the entire tier. I think I've summed that up pretty well. XD Tyler should have a very good go once again on Is That Me. He's a little bit earlier. Onto it, there's contact! And XD Tyler is in the wall. He's missing his whole front wing.
Oh,
on the back of Is That Me? And look at how wide he is in turn 1. That is race
yeah, and here comes Fozzie's. He's getting there. Will he go for a move that might be a bit too far back? Too far back this time, unfortunately. But, well, I don't know what to really say about them two colliding, because to me it just looked like they both came together at the wrong time. I don't know. I think that might just be a racing incident. I don't know. But, what do you think, Leo?
I think it was just a bit too much of a squeeze.
Oh, no!
On the side of Is That Me?
What's Andy. No.
Oh,
Andy, Tyler's front wing. No.
Oh, no. The damage not working.
I don't think he realised how slow he was going, and he just went for a move too far. Oh, no. Oh, Andy.
There was going to be an opportunity for Fozzies out of Junkao towards the center S, but a little bit of a snap really costing him. Andy dropping a place to Panther, and I'm sure both XD Tyler and Andy into the pits.
Oh,
may be able to make it to the end.
Getting past Is That Me and gets the move done. Surprisingly, with a missing nameplate too. I don't know how he's doing that, but he's doing very well actually.
But Fozzies is doing something more.
Come on.
Down towards turn 4. Into the Skido de Lago. He's up the inside. They're wheel to wheel. There's a little bit of argy-bargy. Can Fozzies keep the position? Does he have more battery? Just about, maybe. They're still going to be side by side through the long right-hander. And Fozzies 40, for the first time in Formula Aero, takes the lead in Brazil.
Wow.
And now it's his time to shine. He's got the clean air, Jitarachi with heaps of dirty air now. And anything can continue to happen in this race. While we were watching that, Is That Me has re-cleared Hotshot Hippo, who's now dropping back more and more.
Yeah.
Now, Fozzies just needs to sort his life out on this exit. It looked a bit better this lap than it was last lap. But for the lead, anything can happen. Andy is all over the back of Tyler, by the way.
Yeah. And U1P is all over the back of Hotshot Hippo. He should get a move done here. Although these two have collided in the first lap.
Archie up the inside of turn 1. There's contact. Rear right to front left. And Jitarachi takes the lead back. But does Fozzies have more in reply?
He might.
Jitarachi on the straight has a bit more battery. And I think Fozzies just going to have to hang back. Is That Me is under immense pressure from behind. Is U1P going to try anything? Around the outside of Hotshot, he goes forced onto the grass. And U1P sideways.
Oh, no.
And now has to try and pick up the pieces of what was a failed attempt. Fozzies is still completely ruining Jitarachi's hopes and just pulling away in this race. Look how close he is sticking to that McLaren car, who for some reason this week, the one time he is not lagging off our screens, is actually doing well.
Yeah, he really is, honestly. But these two at the front, Fozzies, I really improved his pace for this weekend, and it's great to see, you know.
Yeah, Fozzies has found that something special he needs, but...
And slowly as well, Is That Me is slowly closing back in. Like, it was 4 seconds, now it's like 3 seconds, so he might close back in if he just keeps his tires good, because that's the thing.
Yeah, Hotshot, he goes up the inside, and is this going to be some wheel-to-wheel action through turn 3?
Here comes Vinny.
There goes Vinny up the inside of Is That Me. Is That Me down to 5th. There is
going
to be 3 wide now. And there's contact. Hotshot Hippos put Is That Me onto the grass. Vinny's put Is That Me further onto the grass. Is That Me is a mile wide. Vinny making contact with Hotshot Hippo. Hotshot Hippo retains third place. Is That Me down to P7. And this is an absolute contact fest. And it's all being caused by one man.
Hotshot Hippo. Well, we know he's capable of it, but like, I feel so bad for you, U1P. Like, genuinely, like, that's 2 or 3 times now that's happened with that guy. It's ridiculous, to be honest. But, well, that's one way of a racing driver to do the dirty work.
Yeah, Lucas Spurs in the chat was asking about a Hotshot Hippo win. If a Hotshot Hippo win happens, then it is a miracle. He's going to have so many penalties. Jitarachi into the pits. He must go. It's undercut time for Jitarachi!
No!
It's a pit lane speeding penalty for Archie. Is that me? Pulls into the pits. Vinny is
Here comes
assuming
Benry.
P3. Net P3 in this race. Can he beat Hotshot Hippo without contact?
Oh.
A little bit of contact on the back end of Vinny. But now it's an ERS battle.
Oh my
Who
god,
has
it's
the
going
most?
to be crazy.
It's going to go near 3-1 again. They're both in the wall. Hotshot Hippo and you 1P out of the race. And it's a safety car.
Oh my. No. That's not the racing we want to see, Leo, is it? That's just grim. Oh dear. Yeah. That's not the racing we definitely. I mean, we knew these two were going to come together at some point in the game, but I didn't think it would be both of them DNF. That is, yeah, very bad. Well, I'll tell you what this does to you. It plays into Fozzie's hands perfectly. 12-second gap. He can come in. Oh, is that me? No.
Is that
Well,
me and Jitarachi both also pitted before the safety car?
this plays nicely into Vinny's hands as well. Although I don't know.
And is that me? Both pitted right before the safety car. Who has a hard left? Who has a hard left? Billy Wiz can't.
Well, Aussies, make sure you put on. Make sure you don't spin the pits. Nah, he's going really extra slow.
Remember, Vinny also boxed.
Yeah, but he boxed. Yeah, he lost his heart, but I don't know if he has a harder tire allocation or not. That's what I'd like to see. Well, does he have hards? Does he have mediums? Oh, Gomez. What does he have? I'm interested to see this. Does he have a hard? He does. He does have a hard. Well, there you go. So he'll go to the end. Billy Wiz.
Billy Wiz might have to box again.
Yeah, he's on a medium. I won't go to the end.
I think 20 laps on a medium is theoretically possible.
Jitarachi actually doing well, serving his penalty, and has got another set of hards, so he'll go to the end.
That is some beautiful work from Jitarachi. Is that me? Comes out well enough, to be fair. He's P4.
Jack Newcastle staying out on soft tires, so good to see. And I think as well, actually Tyler will be very happy with that safety car, because obviously he lost his front wing, but now he's kind of back in it now, thanks to the safety car. And he, although he is on a medium though, so he'll probably have to pit again actually. So I don't know if that really does play into his hands, but I can't believe that between Hotshot Hippo and the U1P. Oh, it's ridiculous racing, to be honest, Leo.
You can check the under investigation channel.
Yeah. Yeah. I think it's ridiculous though, because I just think, yeah, it should be though. It should be for sure. I'm sorry, like U1P, that's just ridiculous, because he was on the hards too. He would have been pushing like to go long those tires as well. So, not good race at all.
Fozzie's has a full front wing. Okay, I thought I saw Fozzie using hard wing. Is anyone out on the grid still missing any front wing? XD Tyler has full wing.
Again, yes, yeah, he hit it. I didn't even see that.
I mean, hey,
is he on a hard?
He's on a medium, but take a pressure tire if you can.
Yeah.
Worth taking. I think everyone now has a full wing.
Yeah, they do.
For once. Trying to put the blame on U1P for this incident. Yeah, I'll be the judge of that. I'll very much be the judge of that, Hotshot Hippo.
Let me.
Yeah, Hotshot Hippo wins the penalty points championship every season, Lucas Spurs. You've got to remember this. I took a look earlier today. He won it in season 1. He won it in season 2. And after this race, he might win it in Season 3, even only in 2 races. Safety car is in this lap, and I might be a bit fuming, so quiet boy, I'll let you take us away on this restart.
Yep. Well, Fawley's will be hoping for a good getaway, especially when it's Vinny behind him. Like, I think Vinny does have quite a bit of pace. He just hasn't been able to use it, so he'll be hoping for a good restart here. He'll probably just go as soon as he can, as soon as the safety car comes in. He'll have to. It's coming in very, very late, and there off he goes. Well, not a bad restart, but not the best either, like, because Vinny's right on his tail. They're actually going for a move on Panther, gets done. Well, yep, just gets it done. But Fozzie's actually done very well there to stay ahead, so he'll try and pull away now. Billy Wiz quite close behind. Andy and Raul Gomez having a bit of a battle. Andy, oh no, Fozzie, no, not a penalty, no. 3 seconds for Fozzie, sexy title gets past Panther. And, well, definitely a very much more casual restart as well. No dramatic as well. Panther 3 second penalty. So
3 seconds, very unfortunate. I'm doing some administrative work in the background. Fozzie's is actually pulling away a little bit out in front. What is Fozzie's on? He's on the hard, Vinny hard, Billy Wiz on the medium. Can Billy drag that tyre to the end? We've seen some ridiculous drags sometimes in the season. We've seen my data be completely off at times, so we'll have to see. Is that me has kind of followed along with this battle? Fozzie's 10.9 is the pace on this middle stint now. He is the pace setter. And Real Gomez on Girachi on Real Gomez goes through, and XD Tyler with a very late dive to the inside of his teammate gets spun around. Now he's wheel to wheel with our GOAT. With our GOAT, FA's GOAT, Jack N UFC, and XD Tyler a wheel to wheel down towards Desquito de Largo. How late can they both break? They make contact again on the apex. XD Tyler a little bit off the track. And can XD Tyler do anything now on the back of the Ferrari? The Ferrari we always laugh at is defending the current championship leader.
yeah, and he's doing it very well, to be fair play to him. He is keeping him behind.
Apparently I'm quiet on stream again. Get in the bin, Mike. Why is my mic going down to 37%? Good job, Windows. Good job, Microsoft. 10 out of 10. Best operating system in the world. I think it's just gone down immediately to 51. Am I actually getting screwed by some sort of software control? What's going on? Girachi going past Andy here down the main straight. Yeah, that is a clean as hell move.
Here comes Real Gomez as well on Andy.
Yeah, quick follow through for Real Gomez. WTech7 Vinny is sticking kind of close to Fozzie's at the moment. Can he do anything down towards the Skido Largo? Fozzie's isn't burning. Vinny is. And to the inside. It's a clean and easy move for Vinny. But can Fozzie's hang it out? No. Doesn't seem to. Maybe he had to use a bit of an off track. Tried to hang it there, but just couldn't in the end. Couldn't manage it to work. And while we're in the middle sector, I'm going to see if this Razer software installed and see if I can fix what's going on with my mic, because it seems just to be kind of half muting itself in this race. Is that me? Picks up a 3 second. XD Tyler has cleared Jack N UFC. We're going to have some scuff for a moment while I try and figure out why my mic keeps muting itself. Or like turning itself down to like 10%. We'll just unpause as soon as I can. Apparently it's downloading something. Good stream. But Fozzie's now will be taking an attempt back on Vinny. The two hard tyre runners going at it. Head to head into turn 1. Fozzie's clean through to the lead. But is Vinny going to have anything to strike back with? He gets a lot better rotation through turn 2 and through turn 3 down towards Desquito de Largo. Once again, is Vinny going to do anything to help it? No, does Billy Wiz have anything to say? Takes a look to the inside, can't do anything, but there was a little bit of contact. A little bit of contact and a little look now, maybe actually, for Billy Wiz, who just can't get anything in the back. What are you saying about Girachi? I'm sorry.
Yeah, I think at this point, Vinny kind of needs to run away a bit because Archie is coming back. Like, he's got into P4 now. He's on the hard, on the same strategy as Vinny. He's only 1.8 seconds off Billy with now. I think this is where Vinny needs to just go because if Ozzy keeps on holding him up and Archie claws back into this, he won't. Like, it's like obviously Billy with some medium, so his tires will eventually die off. But yeah, he needs to pull away, I think, because Archie will close back up in no time. He's already found 3/10 nearly. So
yeah, Vinny's found something as well. And he's going to try and take a look into turn 1 on Fozzy's and actually backs off quite early. That looked a little bit dodgy maybe from your POV. Quiet, but he was just backing off, waiting now for the run down towards the Skidoo de Lago. This should make life easy. Fozzy's has nothing to defend with, and Vinny takes back lead of this race. And now it's time for him to try and do what he can. Real Gomez doing quite a good job. XD Tyler is going to clear Panther. And now, what can XD Tyler do? The championship leader currently, with his rival in P1, as Billy Wiz picks up 3 seconds.
Yeah, I think at this point, Fozzy actually probably needs to hope that Vinny gets a penalty at this point because I don't think Fozzy's can pull away at this point because Vinny is quite bad. But he's keeping up with him though, that's what he has to do if he wants to win this race. But he will definitely have to hope he gets a penalty, and Archie is nearly in that group now. If he's nearly in DRS range, I knew you get back up there quickly, like, and he has, so this will get very interesting towards the end. Here comes Fozzy. He'll probably wait. I don't think he'll go for the move. No, he'll wait. Waiting to get a good exit, hopefully. Whoa, well, thought for a second there he's going for a move there.
Yeah, maybe just trying to take a look. Trying to see right now if Raze will pick up my mic because I don't know if it's actually still working. No, it's gone down to like 0% again in Windows. Good job, Microsoft Windows, for keeping my mic volume very well. Real Gomez has got... Is that me? Very good from Real Gomez. That was a peak and a half. Sorry, this is completely scuffed. I don't know why my microphone is bugging out today.
And when you look at that, Leo, Archie is not officially in DRS range of Billy Wiz. I knew he would be. He's going to catch right back up to these guys. He's very smart though.
Quite, is Billy Wiz going to drop DRS from these guys ahead?
He might. He's not that far. He attempts to, like,
he's got a little deep through Junkao. He's just about going to get it this lap. But it's time for Billy to maybe fade out of this battle, fade away from relevancy. Because Jedarachi now stands a chance saving into turn 1. Fozzy's gets Vinny and actually gets that car beautifully hooked up to the apex. And look at the run Fozzy's got compared to Vinny. As XD Tyler pulls into the pits and retires. Despite still being on for points, that just hands the championship lead to Vinny.
Will he go for it? He is?
Around the outside. He can't quite hang it. He goes very wide. And this could just allow Billy Wiz back into that DRS range.
He needs that DRS at this point. Archie is eager to get by him. And I know he'll want this one. So, yeah, he'll want to get by him quickly. But it has allowed him back into DRS range, Billy Wiz. So, he'll be very happy with that.
Yeah, that's the only thing that these two up in front are kind of doing wrong. They're fighting over the position, which typically sounds pretty good, but it's letting the guy who has a lot of pace around this circuit back into contention, and that is where everything can fade away for any of these guys. Billy Wiz with a terrible run out of Junkao. He's dropped DRS. Here comes Jedarachi. The move should be easy, and the lead battle will now be his. He's been squeezed by the Ferrari, but the move is complete for Jetta in the McLaren and down towards turn 1. Fozzy's continues to maintain the lead. Does Jetta have enough pace through the center S to maybe get DRS? He might have just done, you know. We'll have to see. He looked to just drop under, and he does have DRS. Billy is going to be close. I think Billy, though, needs to understand this is not his fight today. This is not where the championship is won. It's not won in round 1. It's not going to be won by Ferrari. They've got Jack NUFC, who's currently in P9 of 9. But Vinny now needs to continue to get ahead of Fozzy's because every position Vinny loses hands a bit of advantage back to XD Tyler in this championship. If he drops to P4, That's going to harm him so heavily. XD Tyler, no points, but only gaining 12 points when you already had a 7-point deficit would be absolute torture for him.
I don't know if Archie actually got DRS, because he's a second behind. I don't know if he did. Did he get it?
He did not get DRS, Quiet Boy.
He did not get it.
Yeah, terrible lap for Jitter, who maybe just trying to catch up to these guys has taken the best out of that hard compound tyre he's running. Vinny will be trying to go on the charge against Fozzie's. Probably has more battery, as he seems to have done. Real Gomez.
Here he goes.
And is that Mia close into turn 4? He's up the inside. There's no contact made, but they're very slow through turn 4. Every bit of battling is still going to help Jitter. Is that Mia gets overtaken by Andy in the Alpine. The Alpine Andy doing incredibly, and look at how much Vinny is dropping now.
Bad exit there. Yeah, he's allowed Archie into the RS range now. It's just where Archie can actually keep it in it. And he's pulled second again, tight. He just can't seem to get the... Well, he might get it now. He should get it now.
Let's see, though. Because, again, Young Cow, that one corner where everything can fade away. I am again quiet on the stream. Thank you, Microsoft Windows. Jitter Archie does pick up the DRS. And now maybe stands a chance. Look at the battery, though, on that McLaren car. Maybe won't even keep it after turn 1 despite having it. But this dirty air might just help him. Fozzie's not really getting much help. Real Gomez going for the 2-stop in this race. But now, Vinny can't seem to do anything on Jitter Archie, and I'm yet again going to be trying to increase my mic volume. Why is it on 16%? It's going down while I'm speaking. Windows, please. What are we doing? This is just scenes. Windows is actually broken right now. What is going on?
Yeah, and Archie again can't get back in that DRS. If anything, he's just losing more time. I don't know if he's pushed his tires too much, and that's why. And if anything, actually, Fozzie's is slowly but surely pulling a bit of a gap, and he gets a 3-second penalty. But oh no. Yeah. Right. Well, Vinny, he's gained a bit now in Falsies, but Jitter Archie, I don't know. I think he has pushed the tires a bit too much. He seems he can't claw back into the DRS range now. Billy Woods is obviously dropping off now. He's 2 seconds behind. His mediums are starting to wear off now. But now it's basically a question of if either Falsies can extend the gap of 3 seconds now and hope that Vinny's died in his tires, or Vinny gets a penalty. But I think Vinny's quite good at keeping inside track limits, so I think he might be fine in terms of penalties, but we'll see. Well, and then Archie. Vinny tries it. He won't get close enough, but he might get a better exit. Doesn't really get a better exit. He's lost like 3 tenths there. Aussies, I think, definitely might have the better tires at this point. But Vinny is doing well to just stay on DRS at this point, so now it's basically a question of if Vinny gets a penalty or not. Archie, oh no. Well, Archie might be out of contention now for a 3-second penalty. Not only can he not get in DRS, but now he's got a 3-second penalty, so that might be his chances of winning gone. Now, Vinny, just about staying in DRS range, I think. Maybe in that fact, under the yellow flag, it's at me, I think, had a bit of a spin. So, he'll not be too happy with that. But Vinny just about kept in the RS range. They were very close actually to getting out of it. Now, I think he definitely is more better. Well, I say he's more better battery management, but he runs out first. Just cannot close up though to Fawlty to make a move. But I think he needs to remember though that Fawlty has a free second and just not push that much. As I say, that gets another 3 seconds. But yeah, you just need to remember that he doesn't have the penalty and just to stay that way. And he will win this race as long as he just keeps it within 3 seconds. Jitter Archie, I think, is just going to settle for a P3. I don't think he's got the pace anymore to push to get it back in Vinny's DRS range. And Billy Woods is doing very well on those mediums. He'll just try and get them to the end. And he's just in his own race, and so's Tamper as well. They'll just be cruising for a P5 and a P6. Same with Jack and Roll, and Is That Me? But Vinny will definitely be happy with this race today because he knows actually Tyler he's retired and he'll gain a massive amount of points on him in this race. I think he actually will take the championship lead if I'm correct. So now Vinny, he definitely is losing a bit more time. I have definitely noticed this. Fawlty is definitely doing very well. He's keeping a lot of pace, so he is. I think what he needs to do now is just try, save a bit of battery, and just push as hard as he can to try and get Vinny out of DRS. But Vinny is good at staying in with the DRS, so we'll have to see. There's 6 laps to go. Oh, as Vinny goes for a move and gets the move done. Did not expect that. I thought Fawlty would have covered that, but he didn't. Fawlty now will try and push back, but he can't do it, and Vinny has the lead. So, yeah, he'll be very happy with that, Vinny. But Fawlty just needs to stick with him, and again, hope that Vinny gets a penalty at this point. Especially as well when Vinny is actually the only one with no penalties. There's that me test the fast lap for 1:10.7 on the medium tyre. But now the race has settled down a bit now, so we'll have to see now. It's all between Fawlty and Vinny now. Here comes Fawlty. I'll be interested to see whose battery drains first. It seems to be Fawlty's. Vinny's quite good at keeping the battery safe. But here comes Fawlty. Will he go for a move? No, he'll wait. He'll save it for the main straight. Down the next turn. Gets a decent enough exit, but I think Vinny saved a bit of battery there because now the gap is now 6/10. And yeah, Fawlty does not have the battery for it. Jitter Archie's just staring in the background. He can't even gain on now. It's 2.3 seconds now, the gap back to him. So yeah, I think he's definitely not going to gain them now. But Fawlty, either way, can definitely be proud of himself this race. I mean, considering last race he was down at the back, and now he might get an initial P2. He definitely can pat himself on the back for that one. Especially since we all know him as the driver at the back of the field, he can definitely be proud of himself for this race. But Vinny will definitely be the most proud if he just doesn't get a penalty and wins this race, because he'll gain a massive amount in the championship, and that's what he will want. He wants to prove himself. Now, here comes Fawlty once again. Does he have the battery and will he go for a move this time? He is. Then he has a lot of batteries, not even flashing yet. And yeah, Fawlty cannot make a move. Then he's being very, very smart with his batteries. So I say that though, he gets a bit of a bad exit there. Tires are starting maybe to degrade on him a bit more than he thought. Now here comes Fawlty. Definitely a bit closer this time, but I don't think he's close enough to make a move, and he's not. Then he holds on for another lap. But now, well, I say that, Fawlty seems to be interested, and he's going to go for the move around the outside. No, Vinny got his penalty, spun. Oh, Vinny, no. Not only has he gone a penalty, but he has now spun. He's dropped down to P3. Vinny, no. And I think that might be all to do with him taking a bit too much curb, but also as well, the tyres have just degraded on him and the rear's too much. And that completely wrecked his race. But I don't know. Well, unless Fawlty maybe just didn't leave enough room, he might have squeezed Vinny, of course, against the curb. Not too sure. Can't see it from that angle, but I'm sure there might be an investigation for that. But we'll see. But for now, Fawlty takes the lead. But this might give motivation for Jitter Arts, to chase Fawlty down. Obviously, they both have 3-second penalties. And he is actually gaining time on him, so I think Jitter Artsy might go and try and push chase Fawlty. We've got 3 laps left, so there's always time for it to happen. But yeah, Benny will be disappointed with that. Especially because he got a penalty. I think he went too much across the curb and he's got a penalty now. So yeah, he won't be happy with that. So, and Jitter Archie, I do say that. I knew he might have motivation to chase Fawlty down. Only now a second. He is hunting him down now for this win. And so he should be. Because he hasn't done much for some of these laps. And now all of a sudden he's closed right in now to Fawlty. I say that, but I think he drained a lot of his battery just to get even close in his DRS. But I don't think that's going to work because he needs another couple of attempts to get into his DRS. But he will keep on trying. Vinny would technically try and get back into it, but he's got 3 seconds. I don't know if he'll do that in 3 laps. And I think his tyres are a bit cooked. Billy Wiz gets another 3 seconds. I think at this point, he's just trying to get to the end. He'll probably go as slow as he can. And actually, Andy is slowly but surely closing in on Billy Wiz. The gap's now 2.2 seconds. He actually might get Billy Wiz. So that'll be interesting to see. But back to the front now. Fozzie, just all he needs to do is just keep Jitter Archie out of DRS range. That's all he has to do to win the straight and make sure he does not get another penalty. That's all he has to do. And his nerves will probably be quite high right now because obviously he's never even been at the front of the field in Formula Aero at all across 3 seasons, so this is very much new territory for him. But I'm sure he'll be loving it right now, knowing that he might win his first race. And obviously Jitter Archie will want to get another race win. Obviously he won an FA2 as we're real going with pick up another 3-second penalty. And I was right, Billy with his tires are definitely dying now. Andy is now at the DRS range of him, as we expected. And actually I'll be very interested to see. I will expect him to get a move done by down the straight because he is definitely gaining on him. Now and we come into the straight. The question is how much battery Billy was have to defend, but also as well, how much is Andy willing to commit for a move? Will he go for it into turn 1 or will he into turn 2? I think he's going to go for it now. Billy Wiz, I don't think he can do much. Here comes Andy into turn 1, easy move for him, gets it done. And I don't think Billy Wiz can fight back. That's job done for Andy. P4 it is for him. Now back to the front. Jitter Archie just cannot gain on Fozzie's. I didn't think he would anyway. I thought when he dropped off between Vinny and him that there was something wrong with his tyres, and I think that's exactly it. I don't think he has the pace to keep up with Fozzie's. But Fozzie's will be loving life right now. He's got one more lap to do. Just got to keep his cool together, and he will win this race. There we go now, into the final turn. Fozzie will start this final lap of this race, and you know what? He's definitely has to be proud of himself. He's done everything right this race, in my eyes, and he definitely deserves this, for sure. He's kept his cool, he's staying in the DRS range of everyone he's been around, even if they're faster or not. He's done very well. And he's done well to keep his tyres well, because, not easy to do around Brazil, I know it myself, so he's done very, very well. And he's actually extending his gap to the Archie, that's how fast he's going. So, we always know him as the guy at the back of the field, but today that definitely will change. He's driven an amazing race, he had a really good quali, and he definitely has to be proud of himself. But also just shows you, if you really do put in time to practice, well, I'm sure he has practiced for this, it does pay off, because he is going to win this race. Whether or not there will be an investigation after, who knows, but for now, it's his race to win. Fozzie's 40. Can't believe I'm going to say this for the first time. But he comes round to the final corner. And he will go along the straight. And generally, he's driven such an amazing race. He deserves this all the way. It is now a new race winner, Formula Aero. Fozzie's 40 wins the Brazilian Grand Prix. Jitter Archie will pick up the P2. Vinny will be disappointed he got that penalty. He'll pick up a P3. Andy will take a P4, considering as well he had a lot of wing damage at all. When he could collide with XD Tyler, he will be happy with that. He'll be very happy with that. He comes along the line for P4. Billy Wiz takes a P5. As is that me and Jack Newcastle are having a bit of a battle. Hamford takes P6. Ro Gomez will come across the line for a P7. He'll actually be very happy with that. He's gotten some decent amount of points. And it's that me and Jack Newcastle battling all the way to the line here. Can Jack Newcastle try and get him moved on the line? He'll get the DRS. The question is, does he have enough battery? Oh, is that me? Taps the wall. And here comes Jack Newcastle. Can he take P8? Yes, he can. Jack Newcastle P8. Is that me P9? Wow. That's one way to end the Brazilian Grand Prix. Well done, Jack. You've officially made an overtake in the final lap and you've gotten yourself more points. P8 for you. Well done, buddy. But in the end, Fozzie's wins, and honestly, an amazing race it was. He deserved it. And Jitter Archie in P2 and Vinny in P3. That was an absolutely amazing race to watch. And next week will definitely be great. As I will check right now, we will be heading to... I will check right now in the calendar. We will be heading to Saudi Arabia for the next race. So, yes, cannot wait for that. So, we will be back then next week for Saudi Arabia in round 3. And boy, what a race this was. So, see you all next week in Saudi Arabia. Good night.